Hello Facebook, hello YouTube channel. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna wait and just double check I'm connected. It's not gonna boot me off. Oh. Okay, I think I am. Okay. All right, so hello, how are you doing? So I have a pretty quick message, genuinely quick today. So say hello if you're watching. Genuinely quick message today because I do have a call to go to at 7, so this is literally going to be a few minutes. So I just something that just came through today, and I wanted to share it with you and to remind you, because wherever you are in the world right now, you might be really feeling that there's a lot of change happening. We've been kind of on this journey for a couple of years, and definitely here in the UK where I am, yeah, I do say that a lot, but I really genuinely mean it today. So I am going in 5 minutes. So there's a lot, like in the UK, we've got a load of changes again, like this is happening and then there's a U-turn and then this is happening, and there's just a lot of bullshit going on. And of course, wherever you are in the world, you're probably experiencing some level of the same. And sometimes it can feel really, sometimes we can feel really strong on this journey, and sometimes we can feel really like exhausted and fed up, and when is it going to end? And there are a lot of different things that are going to change. So I felt very strongly to come on and just share what I felt confirmed from my divine team today, because me and Michael were having kind of conversation about the world, and I was just channeling a few things through. And I got the reminder again, and this is something I shared, I think, back in 2020. Yeah, worldwide BS. Yeah, exactly. So something I shared in 2020, and this is the analogy that really helped. It's really helped me the last couple of years, so I hope it helps you. Is what we're experiencing, as we know, is so much change and disruption. We're going to see a lot of chaos in the world. So we're already seeing it, we've been seeing it, but it's going to continue. So the way that I've always been guided on it is that if you take every structure and system that we've had, healthcare, politics, legal, education, our food systems, like literally every aspect of our day-to-day lives is going to get dismantled, and we're going to create brand new things, because my goodness, don't we need to? So what we're going to see is this destruction, this chaos, this kind of dismantling energy. And when we start to see it, often we go into panic. And that's where a lot of people I see on Facebook, because I'm always observing messaging and people's kind of getting the pulse on people's reactions and responses and energies. And I know a lot of people who are aware, and you know why we're here. Yeah, we need those new systems. A lot of people then start to see the bullshit coming through, right? The antics, from authorities, so-called authorities, and various decisions and potentials of change coming in. And then we kind of often go into this overwhelm and holy crap, this is bad, this is not. And that's where the fear comes in, that's where the stress, the depression, the anxiety, the just being pissed off in general. So what they shared with me is they're always reminding me, my guides, that we are here to create the new. So I just want to confirm that for you right now in this moment, because sometimes we just need a reminder, a repetition of this message when this stuff starts to shift. We came here to create the new. So if you're watching this and you understand what's going on, and you know that there is a lot of ridiculousness happening in the world and you don't like what you see, know that the reason you're aware of it is because you absolutely came into to be here and be present and be aware of what's going on. So you are going to say no to a lot of these things, and you're going to step into new energies. So the elites think we're all stupid, many are, but we are not. Exactly. Yeah, they do. They really do. They just think that they've been pulling the wool over our eyes for centuries, like literally centuries. So we're not stupid, and we're here. So I know that it's really uncomfortable sometimes to see the things feel really out of control. Like, how can we possibly even remotely change this? But I want to remind you of your power and remind you why you came here, and that we are going to do this together, and we're going to just out-create all the stuff that we don't like. Like, let's imagine, food production. We already are starting to know more and more that the stuff they're putting in our food is not for our health. It's actually detrimental. We're going to be pushed into more growing our own food, more setting up spaces that we can produce natural, healthy, organic, right? Natural food for ourselves, for an example. Same in healthcare, same in political systems, legal structures, educational systems. We're seeing it all. So it is very hard to be the ones that know the truth. It really is, because there are some days we feel really like strong, and then other days we just feel like, just beam me up, right? How can we possibly do anything to outcreate this? So I want to remind you, and what my guide shared again today as a reminder that I want to pass on, was that the analogy of, imagine you've got this beautiful piece of land. I did a video on this before. You want to build a beautiful dream house on this piece of land, but first of all, you've got to bring in the wrecking ball and clear the space, right? You've got to do all the digging up, roll your sleeves up, digging up, wrecking ball comes in, clear the space. And then what happens is when you dismantle maybe the old shed that was there, or the old, part of the building, you have to dismantle it. So we're going to see like rubble and chaos and dirt and filth, but that's what's happening as we dismantle these systems. We're going to see all the stuff that we just don't like about humanity, and the systems are going to come up, and we're going to start seeing them over and over. We've already been doing it since 2020, so we're going to see more of it. So I just want to, from my heart to you, to my heart to yours, to remind you that when you start to see this, don't panic. Understand, this is the rubble, this is the wrecking ball coming in. We have to get this gritty stuff up. Yeah, I agree with you, Darren. Yeah, government are the filth. Yes. Obviously the powers of, there are just on that one. There are people in government. I used to work in local government. There are people in government that are good people, but it's the systems I'm talking about, the structures, and a lot of individuals at the higher level, of course, right? So, so remember, just keep this to mind so that you don't fall out away from the vision too much, and know that where the wrecking ball's coming in, it's messy. We're going to maybe cut our knees sometimes as we're going through the rubble, but know that this is all headed towards, we are going to out-create this bullshit. That is exactly why I'm here. I have this so solid inside of me. This is exactly why you're here. If you are here receiving this message now, or in the replay, or a year from now, whenever, you are here for the same. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be doing anything right now. It could just be that you're riding through this, and some of how you're going to start helping create that comes in more clearly a bit later. Because right now, at the moment, we are creating, but we're still very much in, we've got to see the dismantling. We've got to start getting really uncomfortable. So it's going to be okay. Hold the vision. And I just encourage you, really, really, and I'm doing this more and more, if you want to help humanity and also yourself, really just take every day, just take some moments to just imagine. Imagine how you'd want your life to be. Imagine how your own life, your communities, how you'd like the world to be. If you see something that you don't like, switch your mind and ask yourself, well, how would I like this to be? Because by creating it in our minds, there is nothing more powerful. Sure, we're going to build things and we're going to get really practical, but it all starts in our minds and our energy fields, and that is incredibly, incredibly powerful, more than most of humanity are aware of at this stage. So hold the vision and believe in what you are being given. If you have dreams, if you have ideas, if you start to daydream or long for, many of you are feeling like you want to relocate, you want to have different friendships, you want to have different connections, maybe you want to eat differently. We're already doing it. So keep the faith. I know there's a lot of stuff even this week coming through, and it's going to continue. So hold the vision, know that we are doing it, and we are going to create something so much better. And it is not even begun yet. So there is so much brilliant goodness coming our way, and wait till we get access to even more resources and technologies and all sorts of things. They're going to still try and bring humanity down and keep people in fear, but for those of us that understand what's happening, it's going to impact us on a very limited level, because we're not here for that. We're not here to look over there, we're here to look over here. So that's my message. I genuinely have to go because I have a call now, so I really wanted to share that with you. So let me know how that feels. If you're watching the replay, feel free to share how you're feeling, or drop a comment below, so I know you've tuned in and received this message that that is for you, to remind you of your amazingness. All right, so we are doing this. We're going to continue to do this. Yep, their lies bounce off me. I love that. Just allow it to float off you. You know the truth, and you know what this world is and what we're here for. All right, so I send you lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening.